When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found himself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long... There he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. The defense putting points on the board.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Denmark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, Does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And there he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Lost a throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Off play action. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the shovel. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. Wide open spaces. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators split the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Red pass, it's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll keep it himself. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Martin. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Kicked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Makes a grab down the middle. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Now he's going to break the pocket. And some room to work. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Got him downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give to the single back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get us.
There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Huskers are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out.
On the run, it's Martin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
There he goes! Spinderella. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Gives it on the option. Picks his way ahead. Pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. Takes a handoff. It's Hansen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just
can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, that's normally an easy throw and catch. It's just a slant route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. That's caught. It's Saunders. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll line up to go for two. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Running free. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Hansen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Back to pass. It's Rayola. Quarterback now breaking the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is, right?
Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move, it's Hayes. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snagged out of the air. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alston. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.